So I've had some questions regarding the alphabet and how it works with the cube. You must understand the cube works with your zodiac. Yeah, and your headquarters of your father's house is Aquarius, because Aquarius is the soup Nazi, you guys. He's the one that pours out the soup. He is the father in the father's house of many mansions. Excuse me. So yeah, he is silent when it comes to the alphabet. Okay, this is the zodiac. The zodiac is the cube. 3D. This is a 3D zodiac. Okay, this is a 3D zodiac. This is the Saturn that works with the turntable. Okay, here's your turntable. Here's your pizza pie right there. Okay, and you're the one at center. Neo is holy from the beginning. Neo doesn't need to access any keys once he gets here because Neo has already accessed all the keys from the beginning. Part of the problems with people understanding this is that they're teaching you must access keys to gain access to heaven, and I'm showing you how all this information shows you're already in heaven, friend. You were called into time. Who do you think called you here? To come and play on the Wheel of Fortuna. This is the Wheel of Fortune. You win. You win a fortune when you come here. I've showed you this because you're Treasure Island. Yeah, so you already won from the beginning, you guys. This is why you're carrying your Stanley's Cup right now. Right here. This is the grand trophy for the winners. You win and you get jacked into time. Okay, it's a win-win situation. Everybody wins. Everybody goes back home. No questions or any doubt about any of that. Okay, so this is the ABCs also. When it comes to the ABCs on this, Aquarius is silent because he's the one that pours out the soup. This is your Fibonacci right here, Aquarius. Fibonacci for the grand spiral, the grand turn with the bears, the Polaris bears. Those bears are up there with Noah's Ark and the Grand Arch. Yes, and this arch is also found in your feet, friend. It's the inside of your body. This is your body. Okay? There's multiple layers of information when it comes to this. This is very advanced. Everything is right here. Everything that you could ever need to know as a human on planet Earth or as a man or woman on planet Earth is right here, because this even shows you how that DNA works. This is the grand ladder that all the angels climb every single day, rung by rung. If you unroll this wheel, you will find your grand ladder. Okay? This is Jacob's ladder right here. This is also connected directly to your spine, friend. But this is also your dollar bill. This is why it's divided into four, and you got your 4 quarters and your father's house of many mansions. Yes, and this is the father's quarter, right here where Aquarius is, because Aquarius is the father, the one who pours out the soup. You being the player at center, the hero, you're the one who goes through all the houses. So technically, you're the father also. Yeah, and the father, Aquarius, is the 007. It's the secret agent, the silent one, who pours out all the soup. The double O is the ooh. Okay, this is where your alphabet comes into play with the ooh. You got your 26 plus your 0. The 0 is a 1, you guys. So actually the ooh is a 1, 1, 11. L even. Alpha, alpha for the father's headquarters. He's got a whole quarter house here. And then directly opposite is his son and his wife, the mother. Okay, these are stories that have been told to paint an elaborate photograph of this by means of the television, the grand TV that is in the stars. Okay, and you need to know that with Aquarius being silent in the alphabet, you need to know how the alphabet pieces come from the constellations that have been broken up so you can apply them with this. And English is going to help you unlock your grand die. I've shown you so many times how the die is a template. Likewise, the ABCs is right here. Yeah, you got 27 blocks right here. So you got your A through Z, and then you got your silent 0 that comes into play, the silent operator. You must consider the operator as the one at center. I've also shared photographs how other people have put the ABCs on here, so you could take that information into consideration too when it comes to how this actually works. It turns. You need to understand this cube is inside an invisible sphere. You can't see the O. This is where they get Saturn as the cube of hell with the grand hex, because you got to add that Holy Spirit. You must circle the square. And you got a square here, and you got a square here, and you got a square here, and it's circled. And then you need to understand, inside this grand sphere are many multiple spheres, because every cube face has a sphere around it for multiple spheres to come through for the grand connection. This is the grand solar system. Okay, so your A through Z would be 1 through 26 plus the O. Then you got your Z to A, which will be the reverse, plus the O. This is where your O and your O comes into play. So you got 26 plus O, that is 1, plus O, that is 1. And that'll give you your 27 plus 27 for your 54 sun cube. That's how the alphabet works with this. Likewise, the English alphabet works with your die. You must consider the multiple dies that come from the singular die, because this is concerning the void 1 and 8. 1 and 8, 2 and 7. Okay, likewise, it could be also seen as 7 and 2. This is where the mirror comes into play. You might see a 2 and you might see 7 as the void, but you need to understand, in the reverse, it's 7 and 2. Okay, for your 9. Then you can go to gematria and you can look up words concerning the 7 and 2, words concerning the 7 and 2, and the 2 and 7. Yes. Likewise, Likewise, 7 and 2 is also you're going to do your octomom math. 7 plus 2, 9. 7 times 2, 14. Okay? Then you can take 14 plus 9. That'll give you a different value. All the values mean something, you guys, because it's a sum. This is concerning sums for the Sims. Play net. Yes, because you are the sim sum who is playing the net or the planets, because they're all inside of you, inside the grand net. And you need to understand, this is the solar system that we are in, which is a grand net. None of the planets are working against each other. They're not rivals of one another. They all lift each other up, okay, for life to come through. They're a part of the grand game. Anybody teaching that you need to re-access heaven, I would not follow those teachers. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're already in heaven. Okay? Anybody teaching that the planets are against each other, friend, unfollow those people too, because they are not speaking truth. Everything works together for the benefit of the harmony in the grand planet. It is a perfect system. It is a perfect system. The math shows you this over and over. This is why the silent E must be electrified. Yeah, we must put that E back in so sin goes away and we can see the grand big sign. Here's your sign, friend. Why do you think that guy did all his jokes, said, here's your sign? Yes, and the SINE wave is concerning a rotation. The rotation of the wheel that plays with this. This plays with the grand wheel because it is a 3D version of the wheel. You must see the spirit come through. That way you can see all the rings that play on this. Okay? It's very advanced. Yeah, and all the stars are working together too.